Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This season in the Premier League, several big money strikers have joined, and they've all drawn a lot of attention. Numbers are just numbers. Today I don't want to talk only about stats. I want to mix in my own impressions from watching them play, and have a deeper chat with you about their performances, struggles, and what challenges lie ahead. Let's start with the surface stats first. Among the 5 attacking players, Gyökeres has scored the most goals, with an expected goals tally of 3.0, which honestly isn't bad. His passing accuracy is 55%, dribble success 25%. So for now he hasn't really shown himself as a reliable link-up man. Sesko has scored 2 goals with 1.6 expected goals. That's actually more efficient than Gyökeres. He's created 11 chances, showing good movement and space creation. But his passing connections still need work, and he doesn't really offer much dribbling threat. João Pedro also has 2 goals, and on top of that, 2 assists. His passing success rate is 82%. Statistically, the most efficient among the 5. For Liverpool's 2 new attackers, neither of them has scored yet. Woods's numbers look good. He's created 24 shot-creating chances, far more than most of their forwards, but with 0 goals and 0 assists. His efficiency is questionable, even though the data suggests a potential breakout. Isha also hasn't scored, with just 1 assist. But he's only played 3 games, so it's too early to judge. Now let's go one by one in detail. First up, Gyökeres from Arsenal, probably the most controversial one. A lot of people saw his amazing numbers in Portugal last season and thought Arsenal had found a gem. But I've always had some doubts. From what I've seen, his technique is actually quite rough. In the Portuguese league, where defenders aren't as strong as in the Premier League, he could dominate using his body and pace. But in England, facing tougher and smarter defenders, it's a different story. His technical flaws are now obvious. His first touch and turning are often clumsy. And while he used to rely on his physicality in the Premier League, he's no longer clearly superior. At best, he just holds his own. So seeing his current goal drought doesn't surprise me at all. Next, Sesko at Manchester United. 2 goals, not bad statistically. But honestly, I think he's a bit of a victim of the system. He's got height, speed, and his finishing is decent. The problem is, United's current setup makes it really hard for him to shine. Under the new coach's tactics, he's often isolated up front, with little midfield support and poor crosses from the wings. So he ends up having to drop deep just to get the ball. A proper penalty box striker being forced to play like a midfielder. That's wasting his strengths. So I don't think he's the main problem, the team's tactics are. Then, João Pedro from Chelsea. His numbers are solid, 2 goals and 3 assists, looks very complete. But the same issue applies, he loves to roam everywhere, always dropping deep to collect the ball, leaving the box empty when the team really needs a finisher there. I've got mixed feelings about him. He's a good player. But is he an elite striker? I still have doubts. He needs to focus more on what happens inside the box. Otherwise Chelsea's attack will keep lacking that killer edge. Now on to Wurtz, another Liverpool signing. Also a £100 million player, no goals, no assists. But statistically he's creating the most chances in the Premier League. Some people say it's his teammates' fault for not finishing. But honestly, when I watch him play, he just looks lost, completely out of place. That confident, expressive version of him from the Bundesliga has totally disappeared. Maybe he's still struggling to adapt to the Premier League speed and physicality. No matter how many key passes you play, if you don't fit into the system, your impact stays limited. I'd say both he and Isha still haven't truly integrated into Liverpool. Lastly, Isha, Liverpool's £125 million signing. The most expensive of the summer. 3 matches, 0 goals, 1 assist, that's clearly below par. But behind the numbers, what I see is a player low on confidence. Maybe the summer transfer drama affected his mindset. On the pitch, he looks disconnected from the team. Almost like he's not switched on. The coach wants him to stretch wide and act as a target man. But he seems reluctant and totally lost. For a £100 million player to perform like this, fans have every right to question him. But I think what he really needs isn't just goals. He needs to find back his passion and drive for the game first. Overall, the one I'm most optimistic about is Sesko. He's got that natural striker's instinct. And I believe he'll keep improving. Woodward's, even though he hasn't done much yet. His underlying stats aren't bad, so I think he can bounce back. But Gyökeres, to me, it feels like we've already seen his ceiling. My expectations are low. He might end up just being the guy who opened space for others rather than the star himself. What about you guys? Drop your thoughts below, remember to comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next one.